The IDF has today published new pictures showing the Iranian military posts in Syria they attacked yesterday. The whole operation was dubbed Operation House of Cards. F-15 and F-16 fighter jets bombed and destroyed more than 50 Iranian targets, including radar posts, military bunkers and training grounds, intelligence outposts, and Syrian air defense systems. It was the largest air campaign carried out by Israeli jets in more than 40 years. Israel's defense minister says nearly every Iranian position in Syria was successfully hit. Joining us now from the Golan Heights region today is our senior defense correspondent, Shai Ben-Ari. Shai, Israel's defense minister was in the Golan Heights a short time ago, getting updated, getting briefed. What kind of preparations are in place as we head into this weekend in case there is another Iranian attack?
Right. Well, the Israeli army staying on pretty high alert, that's clear. And they're obviously closely monitoring the situation inside Syria. There's a need from the Israeli perspective to keep tabs on what is the Iranian presence and whether Iran is actually going to change its stance. There was a certain message conveyed by the Israeli defense minister today while he was meeting with local authorities here in the Golan Heights, and he directed this message to President Assad of Syria. Let's hear a little bit of that and then return.
I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to send Assad the message. Kick out the Iranians. Kick out Qasem Soleimani and the Quds Force. They are not helping you. They are only harming, and their presence is only problems and damage. Kick out the Iranians, and it is truly possible to have a different life in Syria.
Shai, a short time ago, a hardline Iranian cleric who was leading prayers at Tehran University threatened Tel Aviv. He didn't threaten the Golan Heights where you are. He didn't threaten IDF bases. He said that if Israel acts aggressive and foolish again, then Tel Aviv and Haifa would be destroyed. What's the response? Is that just an empty threat? Is the IDF taking preparations for a true long-range missile barrage?
The long-term plans are continuing. That's clear. There hasn't been any specific response to this particular comment from this cleric. There has been a response to was the message that we heard last night from the Iranian president, Hassan Rouhani, who said Iran is not interested in further tensions in the region. Of course, there are many different elements when you talk about the leadership in Tehran. The president, Rouhani, is a very reformist sort of element, but there are more conservative ones. For example, the leadership of the Revolutionary Guard. You have the supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. These people have very different outlooks of the world. There's a division of opinion within the Iranian leadership. In terms of the statement coming from the president, that was welcomed by Minister Lieberman here today on the Golan Heights. He basically called this statement encouraging, but they're not being naive about it. There's also the speculation that this could be some sort of attempt by Iran to put Israel to sleep, that perhaps there will be some sort of response to this very extensive onslaught by the IDF against different Iranian targets as well as Syrian targets on Syrian soil. There's some speculation that perhaps Iran still feels the need to save a little face once again. That was probably the reason for the strike 2 nights ago against IDF positions not far from where we're standing. And the question is, can Iran now afford to move on, or does it need to respond to this yet again?